California fan palm, desert palm, Washingtonia fifilaria, ranges from 29 palms in the east to the foothills of the Santa Rosas, San Jacintos, and Lagunas in the west, and from 29 palms in the north to Bahia de Los Angeles, Mexico in the south. These stately palms live in canyons and on seeps on the eastern side of the Peninsula Ranges, from below sea level to about 3,500 feet in elevation. It is estimated that about 11,000 trees live in the Salton Sink geologic province. It was named for George Washington when listed in the taxa. Special habitat zones surround the groves of trees. The most dramatic and largest are in Palm Canyon in Palm Springs and Thousand Palms Canyon north of Indio. The grove in Palm Canyon Borrego was washed away in flooding in 2005 and will in all probability reestablish itself in the next few years. The botany of Washingtonia is interesting. Fifilaria, the botanic name, refers to stringy fringes of the palm leaves. It can stand alkaline soils and has the capacity to survive fires. There are several insects that attack these trees: a red mite, a bark scale, and a boring beetle that can kill the tree. Indigenous people used to keep the trees healthy and ensure a good crop of dates by using fire. The dates are fruit of the desert palm. The date has a large pit and a thin layer of pulp covered with a purple-black skin. Coyote scat seen in Andreas Canyon showed that this is a popular food for the canine and that date fruit loosens their bowels. Mature palms in good locations grow to 60 feet. This species has been cultivated on a large scale as they serve as ornamental trees all over the world. Maul, palm and kuhia, was very important to their culture. The fronds were used as thatch on houses and ramadas. The dark blue dates were collected from June to November. They were eaten fresh and were spread in the sun to dry for later use. The seeds were beaten into a flour to be mixed with other flour products, were then mixed with water, baked, and eaten. The pith, the soft part of the trunk, was sometimes made into a soup during famine times. Drinks were made by soaking the dates in water and sometimes were processed into a jelly. Seeds were used in musical instruments, and fronds were shaped into utensils. Leaves were used in winnowing and hulling other seeds that had been collected. Rough baskets were woven from leaves. They also made a child's game of hoop roll with wrapped fronds. Most footwear for some tribes was made from palm fronds. An interesting use was as the fireboard in a friction fire-making kit. Many permanent and semi-permanent villages were established near the desert palm. The large groves were the most sought after, and here is where the palm oasis habitat existed. These trees were so important that a form of arboreal culture existed. The Indians planted seeds, controlled pests with fire, and developed several methods of harvesting date clusters. Special relations exist in the palm habitat, as canyon reds nest and hide in the fronds. Scott and hooded orioles build nests with the strings from the leaves, and little tree frogs live in the just right location as their niche. It is a real nature treat to visit the California fan palm, or desert palm if you prefer, in the dry, unique environment of our Colorado desert. California fan palm, desert palm, Washingtonia fifilaria.